Okay. So read me the title of the passage.
What is your own big plan?
What do you think that is about? Do you have any predictions of what the passage is going to be about?
Like, what do you want to accomplish in life?
Okay. Start reading.
Or should I start at like the way beginning?
Yeah, just start. Yep, right there.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. At the end of the day, we can have the most dedicated teachers, the most supportive parents, and the best schools in the world. And none of it will matter unless all of you fulfill your responsibilities. Unless you show up to those schools, pay attention to those teachers, listen to your parents, grandparents, and other adults, and put in the hard work it takes to succeed. And that's what I want to focus on today. The responsibility each of you has for your education. I want to start with the responsibility you have to yourself. Every single one of you has something you're good at. Every single one of you has something to offer. And you have a responsibility to yourself to discover what that is. That's the opportunity an education can provide. Maybe you could be a good writer. Maybe even good enough to write a book or articles in a newspaper. But you might not know until you write a paper for your English class. Maybe you could be an innovator or an inventor. Maybe even good enough to come up with the next iPhone or a new medicine or vaccine. But you might not know until you do a project for a science class. Maybe you could be a mayor or a senator or a Supreme Court justice, but you might not know that until you join student government or the debate team. And no matter what you want to do with your life, I guarantee that you'll need an education to do it. You want to be a doctor or a teacher or a police officer? You want to be a nurse or an architect, a lawyer or a member of our military? You're going to need a good education for every single one of those careers. You can't drop out of school and just drop into a good job. You've got to work for it and train for it and learn for it. You'll need the knowledge and problem-solving skills you learn in science and math to cure diseases like cancer and AIDS, and to develop new energy technologies and protect our environment. You'll need the insights and critical thinking skills you gain in history and social studies to fight poverty and homelessness, crime and discrimination, and make our nation more fair and more free. You'll need the creativity and ingenuity you develop in all your classes to build new companies that will create new jobs and boost our economy. We need every single one of you to develop your talents, skills, and intellect so you can help solve our most difficult problems. If you don't do that, if you quit on school, you're not just quitting on yourself, you're quitting on our country, on your country. Now, I know it's not always easy to do well in school. I know a lot of you have challenges in your lives right now that can make it hard to focus on your schoolwork. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you end up. No one's written your destiny for you. Here in America, you write your own destiny. You make your own future. So today, I want to ask you, what's your contribution going to be? What problems are you going to solve? What discoveries will you make? What will a president who comes here in 20 or 50 or 100 years say about what all of you did for this country? Your families, your teachers, and I are doing everything we can to make sure you have the education you need to answer these questions. I am working hard to fix up your classrooms and get you the books, equipment, and computers you need to learn. But you've got to do your part too. So I expect you to get serious this year. I expect you to put your best effort into everything you do. I expect great things from each of you. So don't let us down. Don't let your family or your country or yourself down. Make us all proud. I know you can do it.
Good. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions about that passage.